going live. It was on my mind, it was on my heart to go live. I'm sorry, this is so impromptu, but I was just driving. I was just coming in. I just got in and I was like, I think I'm gonna go live. I'm like, I want to see what can I absolutely do, if anything, to help a lot of my subscribers. I get the emails, I get some inboxes or DMs on Instagram here and there, and I'm like, I just want to go live. I think that when you guys can ask me questions and I can kind of give you direct answers, I think it worked uh, better that way. So I wanted to go live. I wanted to see what can we do, absolutely, if anything, what can we do to get your business to go up, right? To get it to that next level, to take it to new heights. From, I don't care if you just starting off, if you're like in the middle somewhere, I don't care if you consider yourself an expert. What can we do? I'm sure there's a lot of information that I could share with you guys. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. So I wanted to open this live up. I kind of wish this was like Instagram. With Instagram, you can actually go live with the person, right? It's not like that. So unfortunately, you guys got to type it. I got to read it and answer your questions. But I want to take it to another level. I want to answer whatever questions that you have, okay? And that's the only sole purpose for this live. Like I say, I'm sorry this is so impromptu. Normally I try to give you guys a heads up that I'm going to go live. But I want to just kind of help you help yourself, get you to that next level. So if you're just tuning in, I'm going to wait a little bit before I kind of get started so people can kind of come in. If you have any questions, go ahead and start typing them. Let's get started right away. If it's something that's concerning your business right now, immediately, let's get it out. If it's something that you're looking forward towards to the future, let's kind of get started and get set up with getting your answers. You're getting your questions answered. So I would love to help you guys with that. So I'm gonna wait around a little bit. If I don't get a pretty good turnout here, then I would just delete the live. But I know it's kind of impromptu, but you guys was on my mind. I really want you guys to win. We're approaching half of the 2022 already, so I just want to see where you guys at and how we can get you to the next level. Okay. So if you have any questions, you're watching this, go ahead, type them out, get your questions typed out so I can get to reading them. I want to go ahead and get to answering them, help you guys. Again, my business, we're doing extremely well. And it seems like we've been going up every quarter, and it had some tough spots, right? But and I'll share anything, any of my tough spots with you guys if you guys care to know. But I want to answer your questions, your immediate questions. Okay. So let me see what we have here. I'm waiting on you guys. Okay. So waiting on you guys. Come on with the questions. I get them in the DMs on Instagram. I get them on the emails. So here I am live, guys. Let's get your questions answered. What do you have for me? See what we can get answered. Do you have marketing issues? Do you have retention issues? Hiring and firing issues? Payroll issues? What do you have? What's going on? What level are you at now? What are you currently netting and grossing monthly with your business, and where you want to go, where you want to take it to? Okay, so again, I'm an open book right now. I want to answer any questions that you guys have. Let's get them out there. So I want you guys. Sorry it's so impromptu. I know if I save this video, a lot of people are going to be upset they didn't get a chance to catch it, but I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys. Gotta excuse my hair, guys. It's a mess right now. So again, guys, for anybody that might just popped on, again, I just wanted to go live to see how I can help you guys get your business from where it's at now to the next level, whatever that means to you, whatever issues you're having, whether it's bidding, whether it's coming up with your price, developing your pricing, marketing, whatever you have going on. Okay, I would look at this like a free coaching, so to speak, right? So ask me the questions. I'm sure I'll have an answer for you. If I don't have an answer for you, I'm not gonna make up anything. I will get back to it though, as soon as I have a realistic answer for you. Okay, so how can I help you guys? Okay, I'm an open book. You know, I don't go live too much, guys. So I would utilize me while you can. Right, I have a lot of information. I do have some upcoming videos that's already in the pipeline that are already recorded that I'll be releasing. I'm trying to mix it up a lot because I got to realize that a lot of people that watch me aren't just new cleaning service providers, right? I got some people that's been doing it for some time, so I want to kind of cater to them too. So I don't want the videos to become repetitive, so to speak. So again, guys, if you have any questions, ask away. Okay. If you're watching and you're interested in my coaching, you could take advantage of that too. I do this FaceTime coaching now for 1 hour. That's only $200 for anybody that want it. There's no cap on that either. Like, with the other coaching, I only have 2 spots. So for the lead gen 12-month coaching, that's $1,000. Be the best $1,000 you ever spent. Yeah, that's $1,000 for the year if you decide to want that. Either way, no pushing you or nothing like that. Just email me, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. Be more than happy to set you up with that. Otherwise, guys, ask away. You got any questions? Let's get to it. I'm ready. I want to help you. Again, the summertime is coming up. Okay, I don't care if you have a residential cleaning company. I don't care if you have a commercial cleaning service, right? Summertime is coming up. I'm sure you guys want to have a great spring/summer season, right? Before you know it, we're going to be ho, ho, ho. The reindeers is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. And then, we're going to be into 2023, right? So we want to definitely get yourself set up. Like I say, we're almost halfway through this year already. So it's coming pretty fast. So again, guys, if you have any questions, come on. Otherwise, I got some things that I could definitely do. For sure, I can cut the video short. I probably won't save this particular video because it won't be no meaningful information unless you guys ask me some questions that'll make me want to save it for others to watch, then I will. Otherwise, I'll just delete the video and you guys just catch me on my regular videos. So I'm here. Give you guys another, see, it's 4:07 Eastern Standard Time. Let me see. Best ways to get new clients. What type of clients are you going for? What type of clients are you looking to get? Look like someone sent me an email already. Maybe they're a little shy. Best way to get new clients. What type of clients? Are you looking for residential, commercial, carpet cleaning? What type of clients? Just starting my company up this month. You're just starting up this month? Okay, what are you doing? Are you doing residential or commercial? If I were you, I would suggest that you do one or the other to start off with. Don't try not to do them both. Okay, office cleaning, Airbnbs. Okay. Airbnbs, you're probably your best bet for the Airbnbs is I would use Instagram marketing, advertising. Facebook is also good for Airbnbs. I would suggest trying to avoid residential. Okay, for your commercial, I would probably do some SEO, right? Some Google ads, Google AdSense. Okay, that's been working perfectly. Let's see, in the Washington D.C. area. Oh, okay. I have 2 people in my coaching that's in the Washington D.C. Um, yeah, do some Google advertising um, for your commercial side. Don't advertise commercial on like Instagram or Facebook. It won't be effective. I don't think it would be effective. Okay. Google local leads. No, you just set up a Google AdSense account. You set up your Google AdSense account, okay, and then you put a set budget together and put that budget into advertising on Google. So Google will advertise it for you, and you can set up your Google AdSense right through your Google account. So you go through your Google account. It's probably going to be in the settings or probably more down at the bottom. You go through your Google account and you can set up, or you can type in Google how to set up Google AdSense or how to set up Google AdWords, right? And usually it'll pop up right there. It's usually probably the first or the second link on the Google, and it'll be able to help you set up a Google AdSense account. I would do some Google AdSense for your commercial side of things, for your Airbnbs, and for your Airbnbs, I would probably do Instagram and do Facebook. I think you'll get a nice return for your money doing it on Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising. Okay, and all you got to do is contact Facebook for both of those. Facebook on Instagram. So that would probably be the best way to go. If money is a factor, you don't have a lot of money to work with, then I would say pick up the phones. Pick up the phones. Don't try to sell them. All you're trying to do when you pick up the phones is just go in and do a walkthrough, right? So it's more of an introductory when you call. When you call them, let them know who you are. You want to see if they even have a cleaning company, and just more of a matter of fact. You don't want to feel like you're hard selling them, right? You got to imagine they probably get a lot of calls a day, just like you, from scam likely to just other people trying to sell other things. So you want to be friendly with your approach. Okay, so that's a way that you can do it without spending a lot of money. Also, let me see here, thanks. I've also been watching your older videos on pricing. So the flat rates the flat rates would be the best. I just did a video on flat rates. I think I posted it yesterday. If I didn't, then it's in a pipeline to be posted. But flat rates will be the best for a certain square footage. So if you're working with maybe, let's say 5,000-6,000 square foot and under, you want to go flat rate. You won't make a whole hell of a lot of money doing it by the hour for that small of a square footage. Now, if you're looking at maybe 9,000, 10,000 and above, then you will probably want to do it per square foot at that point. Let me see, I want to start up subcontracting carpet cleaning, power washing jobs. Let's see here. Well, okay, so it depends on what type of subcontractor you got. So if you want to, hold on, let me make sure I understand here. You want to start subcontracting carpet cleaning and power washing jobs. Okay, so what I would probably suggest you do is get an independent business owner, like I've done. Like you can get somebody that's retired, somebody that's been doing it for years. They might have worked for a major firm, and now they're just independent. They might not have a whole business going, but they know their stuff. You're going to check their credentials. Okay, so you want to do a background check on them, because essentially they're going to be a part of what you're doing. So not only you want to do when I say background, I mean like a criminal background check. You want to do a background check on them, and you also want to check their references. Okay, if you feel comfortable with it at that point, what I would suggest that you do is get them on a subcontractor agreement, right? Make them sign all your documents, your paperwork. You don't want to leave any loopholes open for them to kind of fall in and kind of steal from you or try to finesse you in any way. So what I would suggest that you do is definitely get them on the paperwork. Now, this is after you do the background check, and this is after you have them sign your, the background check and, the reference. Then you have them sign your paperwork, okay? Sign your paperwork, you bring them on a team. I would probably suggest that you do it for a year at a time, right? So that way The percentages won't change. Now with my people, I do a 70-30 where I give them 70% of the revenue. Yes, I bring them the client, but I'm gonna keep billing the client every single month, right? So I got this thing that says the greedy become the needy. So it's when you try to take so much from them that they won't make you a priority. So a lot of my subcontractors, whether it's painters, carpet cleaners, or window cleaners, or pest control people, we have pest control people. All my subcontractors, when I call, they're picking up. Hey boss, I got you. Where's the location? You know, give them the details, and they're on it. And the subcontractor agreement that I have with them, it's a 70-30 deal on every deal, no matter what the price is. Okay, so they know that they're gonna make money with me. Okay, so you can have whatever the percentages you want. So I take 30%, and 30% is a great deal for me. Let me see here. If you're leaving your questions, keep them coming. I'm gonna definitely check them. 30% is a great deal for me, just not to be doing anything, right? All I did was advertise a job, right? We offer carpet cleaning, we got the best, yada, 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 and we sub that job out. We have that independent contractor clean that job, or subcontractor, or independent contractor, whatever you want to call it. We have them clean that carpet, or paint that house, or paint that business, right? And they get 70%, which is a nice dollar amount. That's a fair amount right there, right? They get 70%, we take 30% on the back end. So yes, they did an excellent job, which is what I want them to do. Why? Because you're going to get the credit. You're going to get the credit for it, right? They don't know you necessarily subbed it out. They don't even care. They just want it to look professional. They want it to look great, right? So again, you sub the work out. When the job is all clean, the carpet is clean, everything, you're going to get the credit, and your subcontractor got paid well. So he or she, they're going to continue to do business with you. Why? Because they know when you call with a job that you're going to pay well. Again, you sign them up for I would say a year subcontracting agreement. Okay, after that year, if they want to renew with you, fine. If they don't, cool. Now, also what I would tell you, and I'm gonna get to the next question in a minute, or the next text in a minute. Also, what I would tell you is have a backup subcontractor in anything that you're doing. So if you need painters, if you need pest control people, if you, again, try to find private owned, don't try to go team up with bigger companies, because again, it's a lot of paperwork, red tape. They want it their way. They won't be as flexible with fees and prices and different things like that. You have a better chance of negotiating with somebody that's been doing it for a long time. He or she may not be in business now, or they might want to return to the business, or they just don't have a lot of clients. So you're helping them feed their family. You're helping them bring, revenue into their business by sourcing this work out to them, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what I do. Let me see here. Hopefully that answered your question. Should I do the work first, or hire your subcontract out? Well, I would probably suggest that you watch some of my older videos, or because I kind of talk about this. So for the people that's been watching me, they already know the answer to a lot of these. I know you're probably pretty new to my channel, probably pretty new to the business. But what I would suggest you do is work 30 to 60 days in by yourself in any contract. Work 30 to 60 days in, and then you go ahead and bring a body in there. That allow you. And if you're watching this, make sure you guys like this. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like this. I would greatly appreciate that at the very least. So I will work 30 to 60 days in. That way you can get a month or two worth of income coming in that you don't have to pay out to nobody, right? So if you can work longer in there, go ahead and work longer. But I would say at least 30 to 60 days. 30 to 60 days in. You're going to work 30 to 60 days in. Right? That way you can get your feet wet, you know what to do. The client, is a little bit more familiar with you, stuff like that. And then once you feel like you got the hang of it, again, you want to bring a body in. Why? Because you still want to pick up other contracts. Okay, so you want to diversify. You want to make sure you delegate. It's probably the word I was looking for. You want to delegate this out to somebody. You're going to train them to do exactly what you've been doing for the first 30 to 60 days. Once you train them, I would suggest that you go out and get more contracts, and then you break the contracts up. Don't necessarily have to hire somebody every time you get a new contract, right? Now, if the work becomes overload to you and your person that you have on your team, so let's say you have your one account, you clean it 30 to 60 days in, you say, well, you know what, I'm kind of tired already. I think I need to hire somebody. So then you hire somebody, you're going to train them to do what you're doing, right? And then in the meanwhile, you're still going to be looking for new contracts. So let's say you pick up another contract number 2. Okay, then you pick up another contract number 3. You're going to split those contracts up between you and that worker. You want to split those contracts up. Why? Because you're not making a whole hell of a lot of money to have a huge payroll. So as long as that worker is willing to pick up those jobs and you don't have a problem with helping that worker, don't put it all on that worker, because that's where mistakes is going to happen early on. Okay, so you want to kind of split those jobs up, even if you guys got to work as a team where you got to help the worker. Do that, right? Hopefully that worker stay with you, and then check this out. As soon as you hire somebody, you're going to have that worker that you hired first, the first ever worker that's been with you for, let's say at this point, they've been with you 4 to 6 months already. You're going to have them train the new employee, right? That way you can kind of fall back a little bit, right? You don't have to be you don't want to fall back all the way, but you can fall back a little bit, right? Because you still got payroll, administration, you want to pick up other contracts, you still got other stuff to do, right? Even with family. So again, this is how you build a sales team that you can control, instead of just hiring a whole bunch of people from every which way, expecting them to do what you want them to do, right? And then it also weeds out the people that just don't want to stay with you. When you get to hiring just different people, you will see that they'll be coming and going. So you want to build a team that's going to stay. Let me see here. How much would you advise to spend on marketing ads? Just starting out. I have my website, physical address for Google. Okay, so I would say for a nice starter, being realistic, I would say about $3 to $5 grand for a realistic campaign. $3 to $5 grand. Now you can do some testing. You can do some testing for a lot cheaper, right? So when you put these budgets together, it's what you want to put. Don't let those numbers scare you if you don't have that. You can test with a few $100, $500, $600, $700, right? Test, see what you can get out of that. But that budget, it goes so fast, right? You want to run that for a significant amount of time. That budget, it goes so fast that you'll feel like you're throwing your money out. But I would say if you got about $3 grand to start off, other YouTubers will probably tell you need more than that. I would say about a good $3 grand. You can kind of start off and run a reasonable campaign, see what your returns is from that, and then you just kind of put it back into the pot. You just keep doing it as long as you have a strong return. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, it does. Gotcha. Yep. Yep. Now, if for those of you that say, hey, Fabian, I want to start with residential. Residential is fine. It's just you dealing with homeowners. They can be a little bit more moody. Thoughts on Yelp. 1 second, I got you for the thoughts on Yelp. For the people that want to deal with the homeowners, do the residential. Residential is the quickest way to make a lot of money in the fast amount of time, I would suggest. However, the only thing, you can make a lot of money because of my company. We're doing it now. Residential, we do residential and commercial. Weekly income with residential is just insane. Like, it's just crazy, right? However, it won't necessarily be residual. Even if you sign them up for a residual, for a ongoing cleaning service, ongoing service, a lot of times they say, yeah, you know what, I think I'll need you once a week, or I think I'll need you twice a week. Okay, so then they sign up for twice a week. So in your mind, I got this contract with this homeowner twice a week, and what you will see happening is they'll call you or email you or text you and say, hey, we don't need cleaning for next week, or we only need cleaning for 1 day next week. Here it is, you signed up for 2 weeks. You signed up for 2 days a week. So you did it this week, 2 days, no problem. So you're looking forward, you're thinking this is going to be, ongoing, and then they'll call you, email you, or text you and say, hey, next week you don't have to show up. we're going to be out of town, or we're okay. And then they call you back the third week, right? And they say, okay, you could come on. We just need you one day at that point, right? So you want something that's pretty much guaranteed and residual. So that's why I tell people that commercial will be the best route to go, because they're not gonna do that. They want you in there. They want you to clean it, and they want you to clean it well. Okay. Now, don't get discouraged for the residential, because it also depends on the type of clients that you go after. I like business owners, professionals, lawyers, different people like that. So when I source out for homeowners, I'm not looking more or less for in the immediate city. You know, I might do a carpet cleaning job. We might be doing some painting. We might be doing some fogging, different things like that in the city. But for ongoing residual type of income, we look more or less in the suburban areas, the well-to-do areas, the people that is not necessarily going to be prone to pulling out from you, right? That you can kind of rely upon that income, that revenue from them. Okay, so let me see here. Thoughts on Yelp? Yelp is a good way. Yelp is a good way. You know, if you do a job. The only thing about Yelp, the platform itself, some of it is free, and then after, if you want to get like whatever the premium part of it is, you got to pay this type of fee or that fee, whatever the Yelp fee is. But it's a good platform for people that want to know about your business, or they want to get some perspective from different people, reviews, so forth and so forth. So if you want to set up a Yelp account, I would say, you know, that's okay to do, but just know portions of it is going to be free, and other parts of it they're going to want you to pay. All right. And I think I was told that they even doing their own, they have like these little programs within Yelp now that they want you to kind of pay for. So you can look into it. If it's for you, fine. If it's not, that's fine too. But if you want my okay, I don't think it will hurt. Okay, let me see. Guys, have any more questions? Kevin, he said, yo, what's up, Five? Just joining. Great way to get carpet cleaning jobs. You could post, it's this gig. I don't remember the actual website, but it's this gig website where you can post jobs for like carpet cleaning, or just specialty jobs, window cleaning, different things like that. But I would probably suggest that you do, depending on where you're trying to do the carpet cleaning, if you're trying to do the business, right? I probably work the same way. I would probably suggest that you use Facebook and Instagram, because your target market probably is gonna be homeowners more or less. So probably Facebook a little bit more. Instagram is more of a younger crowd. But I would, drum up some leads via Instagram. Just, you don't have to put most of your advertising budget over there. You could put a lot of your budget on Facebook. You're gonna hear me refer to Facebook a lot, because Facebook has treated me well. So if it's treated me well with the right irresistible offer, the right offer, I would suggest that you go with Facebook advertising. Facebook advertising can make you an incredible lot of money if you just give it a chance, right? Especially if you're already on Facebook. I was coaching with a girl. She's in my coaching. She doesn't even do cleaning. She's into the hair business. I told her Facebook advertising. Facebook, because when you look at it, they all post in their groups. I'm like, I don't see no pop-ups because I get my braids and stuff, so I'm kind of locked into some of these groups. I put a post up in these groups. I'm like, hey, I'm looking for a braider. I need a braider. But I don't never see no girls that's advertising. I'm like, look, Facebook could be the best thing for you. It sets you apart because no one is doing it. So she started doing it, and she was like, man, I got a friend that braid. I had to start sending her clients because I couldn't take the influx of, again, Facebook is the ish. Let me see here. Do I utilize virtual assistant? I have before, using it through Fiverr. Fiverr is my go-to for any business-related outsourcing thing. Why? Because they get the job done. A lot of them are like overseas, the Philippines, India, whatever the case is, and they do it at the highest level, very fast and very professional. So all of I got like a list of them. They don't give out their numbers, but I got a list of their emails and all of that. I can send an email right now. Hey, can I do this? And they get the job done. So virtual assistant, depending on what you need it for, that will be a good thing for your business if you can afford to do it and keep it going. A handyman app. Yep, you can do handyman and post gigs on there. Handyman app, Craigslist. They kind of spam me right now, Craigslist. But I would probably suggest that you advertise those jobs too. Once again, Instagram, especially for the more specialty jobs, painting, VCT floor care, carpet care, window cleaning, different things like this. I would go ahead and post it on those apps. Okay, post it on those gig acts, those gig jobs. Post it on those apps, and you'll be amazed. But again, don't just do the free stuff. Don't just do the stuff that you can just post on Facebook. Also, ask your family and friends. I got this text messaging marketing thing that I do, where I might put a little ad together. I'll send out the text to everybody. Well, I'll send it one by one instead of a mass text, because I don't be want people to know other people's phone number. But I'll send it out to everybody in my contact. Okay, and so if I'm running a promotion on whatever I call it, text message marketing, I have an irresistible offer. Hey, respond directly back to this text, or call me directly. They call me directly. All I do is send them over to my supervisors, or send them to Toledo, have them talk to my staff, talk to my people, and set them up from there. But I do this text message marketing thing. So if you need help with creating an offer, you say, hey, I think I could do that. Email me, HollywoodJanitorial, and I won't charge you for it, by the way. Email me, HollywoodJanitorialServe@gmail.com. We get on the phone, we see what it is you're trying to do, help you come up with it, maybe 2 or 3 good text messages that you can blast out to your people in your area. And then what you want them to do is share that same text message, if they don't mind, especially if they rock with you, their family members, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, friends, people that really rock with you. You ask them, hey, can you share this with everybody in your contact? And then you can ask them to ask that person to share it with everybody like that. And then you'll get an influx, right? They come back in. What I started doing, I don't do that often, but that's just something free that you can do. And what I do is, once I land that job, so if I get a job, let's say it's a painting job or whatever the job is, then I give them a nice cut for the referral, like referral fee. Okay, so you can go that route. So it's a lot of different ways, but you got to have a nice offer. You got to have a great offer. Are you still advertising for coronavirus? Yes, I am. One of my biggest money makers. I talked about that in a video that I'm going to release very soon. Did a video, I think yesterday or the day before, but I'll be putting it out. Still one of my top money makers. Guys, if you want to know where I make the most of my money, being very, very straight, point blank, and honest with you, I make it on the back end. Okay, I make it on the back. I make it on the specialty jobs, the carpet cleaning jobs, the window cleaning jobs. I make a lot, because a lot of my contracts, excuse me, I tell you guys to start small. So I want you to start with small to medium-sized accounts, because when you're just starting out, you don't want to try to do the accounts that I do now, because you're not going to have the manpower to do it. Right? I talked about that the other day in one of the videos. If you take a look at it, you're not going to have the manpower to do it. So you don't want to just try to go big before you crawl, right? So get your feet wet, get you some flat rate accounts. That's not going to take a lot of your time. It could be once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. I love those type of accounts. You can make a lot of money just with once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week. You don't even have to be every day of the week, okay? So get you the smaller to medium-sized accounts, right? Get your feet wet, build up that revenue, and then once you start hiring people who got the right subcontractors or people that you can trust, now you can kind of scale up a little bit, go to your property management, the industrial buildings, the plants, the bigger buildings, the 2-3 story buildings in your area. Okay, I got a lot of people in my coaching. They send the leads in for us to do that. We get them to do the walkthrough. They get hired on, and then they get scared. They call me tweaking, like, bro, where am I going to get these people? I say, that's why I always tell you, always be hiring, because you don't know, just because we call your lead, you don't know if you're going to get that. I think they so used to not getting leads going through, people lead generate. They're so used to not getting that. When they get it, it shocks them. And then when they go and do the walkthrough, I help them for free with the numbers, right? So I don't charge them anything extra or eat off the back end. So they come, hey Fabio, I did the walkthrough. Here's what it is. They give me the details, just the square footage, just the workload. This is everything. This is extended cleaning. This is what they need. So we cover all of that, help them come up with the numbers. And then the people say, okay, last thing we need to check is your insurance. We check your insurance. Once they check I see it, the comments coming in, I got you. I checked, we check the insurance. Once they know that they insured, they bonded, or whatever the case is, they're ready to hire them on. But they have everything that they need but employees. So a lot of my people, even as I speak, I call them right now as I speak. I say, hey, how's that building? They reckon their brain for it because they didn't think that they were going to even get the walkthrough, let alone get the contract. Okay, so start small. Let me see here. Seem like the hype died. You got to keep the hype going. You got to make the hype go. You got to keep the hype going. Okay, the hype now. Right now, the whole war and everything that's going on with the whole, what's going on out here. Right now, that's the big news that's going on right now. Right. So if anything become bigger than a war, which I don't think it is at this point, not right now, then it's going to overthrow what's going on with the war. So right now, the corona, COVID, all of that, it's still a big thing. It's just right now the war is more newsworthy. So that's all you're hearing about. But it's still going on. You got to make it mean something in your area. I make it mean something. I create an irresistible offer. We do these little, I don't have one around. I could show you. We do these little 5x7 postcards, door to door. You can direct mail them. You can leave them out. I don't suggest you leave them out because a lot of people just throw them away. But you want to make sure that those postcards get in all of the hands that they need to get into with an irresistible offer. When it comes down to that, I'm him. I'm him, if I must say myself. But you have an irresistible offer on there, put it together, make sure you get in a decision-making hand. Let me see here. 1099, W-2, I don't like to tell people which one. That's entirely up to you. Sorry about that. It just depends on how you want to pay. Do you want to pay 1099? 1099, you don't take out the tax. You're gonna make sure you keep a log of what you're paying out, but you're not gonna take out the tax. They're responsible for the taxes on the revenue that you pay out. W-2, obviously, you know what a W-2 is. You're gonna be taking out employee taxes, FICA, you're gonna state, federal, you're gonna be taking out all of the taxes. If you want a payroll service, I would suggest you go with the company that I go with just Paychex. You can Google them, Paychex, paychex.com. That's who I go with. Also another company that's just as good as Paychex is ADP. You can a lot of banks, maybe your banks might have a relationship with them. You can really sign up with payroll service right through your bank or your credit union if you have a credit union. You can just ask them about it, say, hey, are you guys affiliated with any payroll services or payroll service providers? As you know, I started my business. I'm looking for a payroll company, and a lot of banks can help you. You can go right through your bank or go right through the credit union, or you can just Google it yourself and go on their website, see if they'd be a perfect fit for you. But probably the two bigger ones is Paychex and ADP. I do it through Paychex. But again, like I said, I don't like to tell people 1099 or W-2. That's entirely up to you. Okay, you just have to think how you will want to pay someone. What's up, bud? Finally caught you live. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Quality cleaning, tubs, quality cleaning. What's good income goal? Start hiring people. Income goal to start hiring people. I would say save some revenue up. Like you heard me say, I don't know how much of the video you just caught, but like I said, I like to tell people to work 30 to 60 days in. I usually tell people about 4 to 5 times of what they're currently making before they leave their job. So I would say around that rim, maybe anywhere between 4 to 6 of what you're currently making. That at least will help you get one person, possibly two people, just depending on what the hourly wages are in your area, what you can afford to do. You don't want to go bankrupt. You don't want to be overpaying. You don't want to be throwing money away. So I would try to conserve as much as possible, okay? But I would bring one person on at a time, But I'll still be picking up contracts, okay? So you don't, you can start, I don't really like I said, I don't want to put a number on it because I don't know what your business is currently doing. I don't know what, where you're at with it. But I would say if you're making anywhere 4 to 6 times where you were currently making at your job, 4 to 6 times, that amount, then you should be okay, ready at least to hire 1 or 2 people. Do you have any systems for sale? You mean like courses? Do I have any systems like courses for sale? No, I don't have any courses. I offer coaching if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, but I do offer a 12-month coaching program. That's where I help you from A to Z, everything, anything, marketing, anything that you need help with. I help you with, how to set your payroll up, hiring and firing, interviewing your subcontractors, interviewing your employees, everything A to Z. So if you want that, you can take advantage of that. You just email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve @gmail.com. You'll get 12-month coaching and you'll get 6-month unlimited lead generation. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Like I say, I'm an open book. I want you guys to win. So like the main premise of this video, guys, is I want to kind of get you where you're at now and kind of get you to the next level, help you get to that next level, right? I know there's a lot that's changed over the last 6 months, even through the whole COVID, before the COVID, all of that stuff. I want to help you guys. I don't care if you got property management, if you're a big company, if you're a small company, if you're just starting out, you've been doing it for some years, you've been doing it since I was born. Like I've had older people say, hey man, how old are you? You probably my grandson's age, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm just stuck now, man. Things have changed since I first started, and I have some fresh cut ideas and new ways that they can go about to pick up new contracts and get their foot back in the door of things, get back in the swing of things. So let me see here. Take me out to drink. Yeah. That's part of the networking. I don't drink, but they drink. So what had happened is I've been out to, little luncheons or little gatherings where they wanted to, take you out to drink. The way I utilize it is where I can, understand their mindset, understand their business practice more. So if they're a chiropractor or if they're in the whatever field, to understand more about what they do. I know what I do in the cleaning realm of things. I don't do that all the time. What I mean is a date. I've had the client approach me about kind of doing a date. Now I won't do that. So if it's a nice lunch or something, and they want to do drinks, I don't do alcohol. I'll let them drink, pick their brain. When people drink, they tell you everything. So I'll listen, utilize it, and then I'll be able to sell them something. I'm methodical. Let me see here. I am married. Yep. So if you're married, you just let them know. I get that a lot with even girls that's in my coaching or females that's in my coaching. They say, hey, Fabio, I went in. I think it went great, but he kept looking at me and he kept, doing his eye gestures and stuff like that. And I had to kind of coach them on how to go about to do that. I said, well, did he say anything sexual or did he make any pass to him? No, but his eyes were. I said, well, if we can get around that, unless that makes you feel uncomfortable, then you kind of bring it up to them, but you got to bring it up to them in a nice way. Now, when I've had it done, most of the times it's on walkthroughs. When you know, people, they judge you by the way you look. It's probably a text message. So they judge you by the way you look. So I walk in the building, hi, I'm Fabio, and I shake their hand, and they're like, oh, you have nice hair, and you know, I say thank you, and then I try to get right to the, you know, to why I'm there. Now, if they say, oh, you know, yeah, and my husband, and you know, he isn't shit, because sometimes people tell you certain things, they get off a topic on a walkthrough. I try to get them right back on topic, so that way when I put the numbers in, I know exactly what we're gonna do and why we're gonna charge what we're gonna charge. But I always tell them I'm involved. I'll do it like this. They'll say, yeah, my husband and this and that, and I told them I'm about ready to leave, and this happens. People watching this live probably be like, he's not lying. That's happened. What I would do, even though I'm single, what I'll do is like, yeah, my fiance, she along the same lines, but she, you know, our love is tight. We got it together. I'm just kind of ad-libbing this now, but I'm really quick with the mind. So I usually say something to make that, you know, so they'll know that, well, I wouldn't be interested in that because I got a fiance, or I got a wife, or I got a girlfriend. Most times, if they're looking at the hands or rings, so I would normally say, yeah, my girlfriend, or whatever the case, or I got this ring that I wear, you know, when I was proposed to some time ago, it still fits. So I throw the ring on, and you know, oh yeah, that's a nice ring. Thank you, right? So you get that sometimes, but you don't wanna kind of be shady, you know, about your approach. You want to keep it professional, but you want to let them know in a professional manner, I guess is what I'm saying. So if I'm doing a walkthrough and they're trying to flirt or whatever the case, I'll, you know, say something to reference my girlfriend that I don't have, or if I just decide to wear this ring that the young lady proposed to me some time ago, I still have it. I'll throw it on, and a lot of times they won't go there, or if they do, they compliment the ring. But other than that, I would suggest you just keep it professional and just make them aware that you're not single. Let's see here. Let me see, Jose. Jose, no, I don't have any courses. I have coaching. I have 12-month coaching. We discuss everything. Product, we from A to Z. You got 365 days with me. The coaching is, you get two coaching sessions, is the word, 2 coaching sessions a month, but you will have my personal number, so you'll be able to shoot me a text, call me. My number comes with the coaching, so you'll be able to text me right away, call me right away, so you don't have to wait between one coaching session and another coaching session to reach out. So it's not like that. So if you have a problem, you're back against the wall, you're a little nervous, or you're doing a walkthrough, you're excited, and you say, oh man, I don't know how to respond to this. You step out to your car real quick, step outside, you give me a call, I'll pick up, try to help you get through that, and then we talk about it once you leave, once you kind of get situated, we talk about it further. So you do have 24/7 access to me via text and by phone, but it is 2 coaching sessions a month. The lead gen is unlimited for 6 months. So you can get buku leads. All we do is help you get the leads. You're responsible for closing and converting them. Okay, but I will help you with that, and no additional fee, and no, we don't take anything off the back end like other people or other companies. A lot of companies take 3 to 5% off the back end that they help you bring through. You keep all of that revenue. The only thing you pay me is the upfront fee of $1,000. That's how much it is for the entire year. Nothing else will be sold to you. There's no extra fees for the leads. You don't owe us anything because we got you this big contract for whatever dollar amount. That's not how it goes, okay? But if you're interested, You can email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com, and we can get you set up. And we also do the FaceTime, 1 hour FaceTime coaching. So if you don't want to do the 12-month thing, you want to do the one-on-one FaceTime coaching, answer all your questions, coach you on what you got going on. With the 1 hour FaceTime, that's $200. That's just for one call. Okay, let me see who else here. Using your 6-month lead gen versus Google and Facebook ads. Well, that's a business decision that you have to make. I guess you're asking me which one should you do. You can't just get the lead gen by itself. I don't sell it that way no more because I offer the lead gen for free when you get into coaching. So there's no price on the lead gen. I don't sell it. I used to sell it. If you watch some older videos, you see where I would say, hey, you can get the lead gen for this price. But the lead gen is actually free for those that come into the coaching. Okay, so if you come in the coaching for the 12-month coaching, there's no price. So you can't buy the lead gen by itself. So you have to do that. So if you're asking me the coaching versus the Google ads, obviously I'm gonna say the coaching because I can show you how to structure that. I got Google ads running. I do Facebook marketing. I do Instagram marketing, so I can show you what I do and put you in the right space where you don't be throwing money away, if that makes sense. But it's up to you. It's a business decision that you have to make. If you want to, I'm more than happy to have you in the coaching. If you decide to go with the Google route and you want to kind of throw your hand in and you can do that too, right? Let me see here. Joshua, would you recommend Jobber to help clean your jobs? Yeah, Jobber is a good platform. I use Jobber from time to time. Definitely a good platform. Let me see here. Thank you. Really enjoyed the content. Okay, well, for those that's watching the coaching, I keep it small and condensed. So I only have 2 spots. So it's first come, first serve for anybody that want to get in. And that's only for the 12-month coaching. For the FaceTime coaching for $200 is unlimited. All you got to do is book it through my assistant, along with the regular coaching too. The 12-month coaching, you would just email me. If you want the 12-month coaching, you put sign me up in the subject line, and we'll go ahead and reach out to you. Make sure you put your email in there, because what I like to do is call people before we accept their money. We don't want to just take your money. I want you to know exactly what to expect from us, what we should expect from you, and so that way we have, we on the same even keel. You know what to expect when you come in, when you make the investment. So make sure if you do email me, anybody that's watching this, again, 2 spots for anybody that wanted. It's $1,000 for the entire year, and like I said, you get 6-month unlimited lead generation. But I want you to put your number in there because I'm personally going to call you. The minute they tell me that you're required about it, I'm going to personally call you from my phone. You're going to talk to me, and I'm going to give you the rundown of everything to expect for 365 days of the year and the 6-month lead gen. Okay. Let me see. How many hours do you put in a week? Oh man, well, I have multiple businesses. I do Turo, we in an Airbnb, doing that. So I'm diversifying a lot. I got my hands on a lot of different things. I can't even tell you. All I know is I stay up late and I wake up early, right? A lot of times I'm running off of coffee. I didn't even eat that day. Really, to be honest, I get most of my rest on the weekend. Sometimes not even that, but a lot of times I get more sleep, more rest on Saturday and Sunday than I do any other day of the week. Mondays is usually my busiest days. Usually. Okay, so I can't even tell you how many hours I work. It's insane. But I delegate a lot out, so I'm able to maximize my hours. That's what I was telling you guys. Once you start delegating and putting, those jobs and putting those assignments in other people's hands, having them execute, your business will take off, right? Because you only get 24 hours in a day, right? And you can only do so much. A lot of people watching me, they got kids, they got a wife, they got a husband, they got other obligations. So if you can afford to have a person do some things for you, or hire like Fiverr, get some freelancers, or have somebody to handle different gigs and different jobs for you, that would be the best way to go if you can afford to pay them. Guys, have any more questions? Make sure you guys get those likes up for me. I appreciate it. Make sure you get those likes up too. Okay, so I want to help you guys get from where you're at now. I don't care if you're in the starter part and you're trying to bring the revenues up again. Like I say, if you're just joining this live, if you're asking me like, well, Fabio, like how you get to the money, where's the money? The money is on the back end. So those window cleaning jobs, carpet cleaning jobs, VT, see, Airbnb. Most of my Airbnbs actually come through the property management company. So we set up something with the property management company where we host them. Not only we already cleaning them, so we list them. We got a deal set up with the property management. They let us take total control over it. Okay, from that regard, as far as written it out and posting it and putting it on Airbnb, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful because that's another source of income. We got a deal going. There's another source of income that they can make. So since I'm already doing business with them, we are already assigned to them as a vendor for them. We clean their houses, they clean their business, their strip malls, different things we're already doing. I just thought maybe to ask, hey, would you guys like to make more money if we post these houses that we already cleaning, that just sitting, we can rent them out for Airbnb. So I'm in charge of it. So I don't own the properties. They're not my properties, but I go through the property management. We set up the contingencies, and that's how we get them out there. It's just me thinking outside of the box. And then I got a Turo. With Turo, it's not even my cars. I got like 4 of my friends got nice cars, different cars. Some of them have maybe 2 or 3 cars. I got friends that buy cars and they flip them. And so I'm like, man, for the one that's just sitting up there at the gas station with the sign in the window for sale, why don't you just let me borrow that car? I borrow that car, posted on Turo, got it sitting at the airport right now. So people be renting the car from me, and it's not even my car, it's actually a friend car, right? So again, Airbnb, do you guys have any more questions? Guys have any more questions? My primary way of getting new accounts is phone calls. Phone calls. I mean, we use other marketing methods, but I get more traction with the phone calls. I use our in-house script, the same script that we use for, when we do the cold calling for people in my coaching. We use that same script for me. We make buku calls. I have people that's trained to go and do walkthroughs for me. I mean, I still do them too, but I have people that's available to. Let me see. My primary way to pick up new accounts is the phone calls. I don't have to do the phone calls myself, if that's what you're asking me. I got employees and stuff, but we generate more revenue when we do the phone calls, probably versus any other medium that we use. So I'm probably going to always be a big fan of cold calling. So you can bet your bottom dollar that's not going anywhere. Guys, got any more questions for me? love to help you out. If you got any questions, also you can always email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. hollywoodjanitorialserve. No, we just call commercial. We just call commercial. Residential, I like to go door to door on residential, or my people. I say me, but they're an extension of me. So we like to go door to door on residential and solicit that way. If they're not home, we leave door hangers, or we do mail outs. So we do what they call direct mail marketing. So I have an irresistible offer, whether we're selling them a residential home cleaning service, or whether we're selling them a COVID cleaning service, carpet cleaning, whatever the case is. So it's no different than the people that throw the sales slips, for they leave it in your mailbox or on your door hanger. You might come home and it's a roofing company. They left the roofing thing on your door and want you to get your roof done with them or whatever. So that's what we do. So we go door to door with that campaign, and you'll be amazed. But the offer got to be irresistible. We got to have a great offer for them. So when they pick that door hanger up and they go in the house and they take a look at this, you got to hit them where it hurts. So I do a lot of COVID cleaning that way, because I know how to word things. I know how to put an irresistible offer together. So I touch them in a way they're like, oh shit, I don't want to get COVID, but if this company say that they can help me keep COVID out, I'll give them a call. So that's all put in together, what they call a granddaddy offer or irresistible offer. Any chance of getting that script for free? What script? The script that I use for calling, for cold calling? No, I don't even. Flat rate pricing for commercial. That's in my paperwork. I sell the paperwork, but I don't promote it on the internet. So for an example, like it's a guy that bought my paperwork. He's a part of my coaching already. I don't promote it. Like if you see some of my old videos, you'll see me say, hey, you can get the paperwork. You still can get the paperwork from me, but if you're not in the coaching, it's going to cost you about $2,900. Okay, if you're in the coaching, it's going to cost you $1,500 for all of the paperwork that you need. So that's the thing about being in the coaching. Anything like paperwork, or if somebody say, hey Fabio, I want your flyers or whatever, I've actually given my flyers for free. Like the postcards that I'm telling with the irresistible offer, I've actually given those to my people. They can duplicate it or add their own color scheme, or however they can change it however they want to, but they'll keep the message that I got on there. The only thing they'll take off is the company name and my company number, or company information. They'll supplement it with their stuff. If it's working for me, we're using it, it could work for them. I've just given it to my people that's in the coaching for free. Just giving it to them, haven't charged them. So, but the flat rate price breakdown, that comes in my paperwork. So it explains to you how to price this job and this square footage, how to charge once you get to bigger square footage. All of that is in the paperwork as far as my estimate breakdown form, which is what I use, obviously. That's how I put my deals together. But if you want the paperwork, you can buy those forms separately. But I tell people, if they're going to buy it and they need other paperwork, they're better off just buying the paperwork packet that way, because you look at it like this. If you buy all my forms separate, and let's say you're not in the coaching, you're already going to pay $2,900 for the paperwork packet not being in the coaching. But if you buy it separate, then it's going to take you far past $2,900. So you're better off getting a paperwork packet instead of the buying them individually. The script, I don't sell the script at all, but I will help you come up with your script. I've sold the script twice ever since being on YouTube, and that's because somebody begged me for it. I know if you use my script, you can make at least $100,000 a year, no cap. If you stay consistent and you're making calls every day, you can make at least $100,000 with the script, no cap. We got questions and answers. We got how to approach different rejections. All of that is part of my script. That's what my team use. Everybody in Toledo that make those calls on behalf of myself and on behalf of my people in my coaching, we use that script. I don't sell it at all. I was begged to sell it, and I sold it for $8,500. And that's being very, very cheap, knowing that if they use the script on a consistent basis, they can make upwards of at least $100,000. But you got to be consistent. You can't just use it. You got to get some no's. Any recommendation books go to the build system for your business? Are you talking about like cleaning books? What cleaning books? I think. Let me see. Because I've read a lot of cleaning books, and a lot of cleaning books, to be honest, they give you information that's already on the internet for free, like that you can, like if you just scour through the internet, you'll find for free. I would probably suggest that you get more marketing books. No problem, Tubbs. I greatly appreciate you. I would probably suggest that you get marketing books. Okay, get marketing books and learn how to market. Once you know how to market and sell, or books on marketing, courses on marketing, sales. My favorite course right now that's just dumb is God. I don't want to say this on I don't want to say this because he might be watching me. Sheesh. I won't say it. But it's a course that costs buku money right now that I have all the modules in my phone. I would tell you, well, I'll tell you this. I'll put it to you like this. The Straight Line course, the Straight Line System by Jordan Belfort. If you heard of Jordan Belfort, I have his whole course in my phone right now. I can bring all the video, I can bring all the modules up. Okay. Now I have the hard course, the actual course itself with the CDs, but I have the digital downloads in my phone. Okay. So I have my team put it together. He don't even do it digital that I know. He don't do it digital. If you buy his course, you're gonna buy the CDs, but I have the digital course and I sold it twice. I didn't want to say that because I'm not authorized really, but somebody was like, hey man, you got the Wolf of Wall Street, you got Jordan Belfort, and I sold it twice. So once you pay, I'll have the digital course sent to you. But you got to be in my coaching to get that. Can't get it outside of my coaching because I'm not even supposed to be reselling it like that because I'm really not authorized. But I love my people. I want my people to win by any means necessary. If you get it through Jordan, you're gonna pay a lot of money, and it's gonna be the CDs. I have the CDs. I have the whole course, and I also have my people converted over to a digital download, so I can really send you the digital of that. But that will be the sales course. He really teach you. If you know Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, you can do some research on him. But he had this course that his people was using, that they were scamming millions and millions of people, making millions and millions of dollars from. And he called it the Straight Line Persuasion System, or the Straight Line Persuasion course. That would be a course I would suggest you get. Well, the only way I give it to you, if you're in the coaching, I give it to you for a fraction of what Jordan. But it is a good course, even if you got it through Jordan. That will be an investment that I would suggest that you get. I also got Grant Cardone. I got Grant Cardone University. The videos, the downloads, I got all of that in my phone also. I'm not selling that one. It's a lot of stuff, but I'm into sales training and different courses and stuff like that. Those are courses that you can get. You can get Grant Cardone because he teaches you about sales. He's a real estate guy, but he teaches you about sales. So sales work for anybody and everybody. Like sales is sales. Once you know how to sell, you can sell anything, right? But my go-to person would be Jordan Belfort. If you want to get this program is quite expensive, I will tell you that, but it's worth it if you can get it. As far as books, Sell Like Crazy, get that book. The Psychology of Selling, you will want to get that book. How old am I? I'm not giving that information, but I'm definitely grown. 10X Rule. He got other books out that's better than the 10X Rule to me. But the 10X Rule, you can get that. But I like Sell or Be Sold. I like that book better than the 10X Rule. But you can get his other books. Grant Cardone, by the way. But I'm talking about real sales books. I think you should get Sell Like Crazy. The guy, his name is Sabri Subri. He's on YouTube. You can get it from Amazon. It's called Sell Like Crazy. It's a red cover with white lettering. And got a different name. His name is Sabri Subri. He talks about everything. A lot of the stuff that I've talked about on the videos, I've read in that book. Again, a lot of people, they don't like to read. I read, and I did, utilize that information in my business, and it works. So I will also get The Psychology of Selling. See, Sell Like Crazy, The Psychology of Selling. It's another book. I can't think of it. Just email me. Say, hey, Fabio, I was on your live. Can you let me know those books? And I'll email them to you, because I don't want to waste the time to try to think of it. But but you can get Sell Like Crazy, like I say. I think it's for $19.95 or something like that on Amazon. If you're a Grant Cardone person, you would say, hey, I want a Grant Cardone book. You can get the 10X Rule, but I like Sell or Be Sold. Okay. If you want my coaching, if somebody watching and want my coaching, again, you can get the FaceTime coaching. That's for 1 hour for $200. So you'll be on a FaceTime call with me. We go over whatever you got going on for 1 hour, and that'll be that. If you want my 12-month coaching, that'll be for 12 months. You get 2 sessions a month. Also get 24/7 access to me. You actually get my personal number where you can call or text me. You won't be dealing with my employees or dealing with anybody. You can actually do a video about construction cleaning. Yep, I'll put that on the list to do about construction cleaning. I haven't done a whole lot of that, but I have done it. Okay, but I'll do a video on that too. Yeah. So, but like I say, for the person that want the coaching, it'll be 12 months, 2 sessions a month. Most people just use 1 month. Most people, to be honest, they get in because they want the leads. They want to be able to get the walkthroughs. So there are some people that don't even book the coaching sessions with me. They just utilize me for the lead generation. Okay. No problem, Jose. So it's entirely up to you guys. The paperwork, the only way you can, if a person is interested in paperwork, again, I don't sell it. So I went up drastically over it because all of my documents, or majority of my documents, have been done by my lawyer, right? And it's good in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico and Hawaii. So I got some real nice paperwork. If you get it and you're not in the coaching, generally I probably won't sell it. But if you kind of beg me for, say, I need paperwork, it's going to be $2,900 for that. If you get into coaching, then you'll only pay me $1,500 for all of the paperwork. What's the monthly fee for the training? There's no monthly fee. You pay $1,000 up front, and that's it. That's all you ever pay me for the whole year. That's it. If anything, we're going to help you get paid. You do the coaching, you execute what we talk about, you get the deals, you close the deals. The lead generation, by the way, my lead generation, people that make the calls, we don't use, like people from India, Philippines, different things like that. I get asked that question a lot. We don't use those people because a lot of times, soon as you say hello and you hear those voices, what do? Click, hang up. I know I do. Why? Because you just automatically assume somebody from the Philippines or somebody from India, whatever. It's no disrespect. You just automatically associate them with scam likely. So all of my people that are, are English speaking people, and I do have bilingual people, mostly like for Spanish clients. So I do have that. They can handle those Spanish calls for the person that might prefer to speak to a Spanish rep. So other than that, it'll be American. Yeah, there's no monthly fees. You just pay $1,000 for the entire year. That's it. We don't take anything off the back end. So let's say I help you get a contract. It's $5,000, $10,000, $7,000, whatever. It's a big contract. A lot of people are like, oh, that's a big contract. We got to get 3 to 5% on the back end because we helped you get in there. I don't do that. So I'll help you with your numbers, whatever it come out to be. That's your company revenue. That's whatever you want to do with it, however you disperse it. Now, if you say I'm gonna throw you a tip, I'll take it. But we're not gonna ask you for anything. We're not selling you anything. I'm just letting you know in this video what we offer. So if you come in, you can say, hey, Fabio, I heard you say on the video you offer, and I'll let you come to me. I'm not gonna sell you anything else. All I want you to do is become successful and at least make back what your investment is, $1,000. I know you're gonna make more than $1,000. But I'm happy when the people in my coaching at least make that back. They're invested. So it's up to you guys, you know. And I can show you how to write it off on your taxes, get it as a tax credit too, by the way, because it's a business expense. So let me see. Anything else? You guys have any more questions? Any more questions, guys? See here. If you want to email me, it's Hollywood Janitorial Serve. It'll also be in the description, or you can watch any other video, go to any other video in the description. Hollywood Janitorial Serve. Serve is SERV at gmail.com. Hollywood Janitorial Serve, all one word, at gmail.com. Again, if you're looking for the coaching, just put sign me up. If you're looking for the 12-month coaching, put sign me up. If you're looking for the FaceTime coaching, just put FaceTime coaching in the subject line. If you just need help with an estimate, just put help with estimate or help with bid in the subject line. That way I know, or they know, that it's not about coaching or whatever. You just need help with an estimate. I help you with your numbers, and hopefully you get the contract. And that's at no cost to you. I don't charge you for it. So if you guys have any more questions, like I say, the main premise of this video is I want to help you guys get from where you're at now. I want you to have a pretty good end of the year. You know, like I say, we're almost 6 months in the year. We're almost halfway through this year. If you're not getting the revenue that you feel like you should get, maybe you're not putting enough work in, maybe you just don't know what to do. That's where training can come in place, coaching can come in place, or just taking notes on videos like this. Like if you watch some of my old videos, there's a lot of people that told me, Fabio, I pick contracts up by just taking notes on some of the things that you said. So you can also do it that way too. Have a great rest of your day. Greatly appreciate you, Miguel. Appreciate it. You guys have any further questions, comments, or concerns? I'm here. I look at this as like a free coaching session. I want to answer all of your questions while I'm on here. I'm an hour over, not an hour over. I'm like 18 minutes, almost 20 minutes over an hour, but I don't mind. I want to help you guys get to these contracts. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? And if you thought this live was spectacular, just imagine what it's like when you're in the coaching. I share more. We can go over very specific things, marketing campaigns, irresistible offers, different offers. Oh, and I usually do a Zoom once a month. We haven't really been doing it lately, but I do a Zoom once a month where you can see the other and mix and mingle with the other people that's part of my coaching. Or we get on one just big Zoom call. You guys can bounce ideas off each other. So we haven't been doing it regularly because a lot of the people in my coaching is picking up contracts. They're busy, their schedule doesn't permit, so we haven't really been doing it. But at the very least, just make sure you get your two coaching sessions in with me twice a month. Okay. But if you guys don't have any more questions, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Let me see here. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up for now, guys. I greatly appreciate those that hopped on the live. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. And again, if you have any questions, you can always email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. That's for all your cleaning business needs. Again, if you're into the coaching, sign me up. Let us know that you want the 12-month. If you want the FaceTime coaching for the 1 hour, again, that's $200 just for the 1 hour. You just put FaceTime coaching in the subject line. If you need help with anything else, you just say what it is. Definitely get back. But again, if you're into the coaching, make sure you leave your name and your number in that email so I can call you and explain exactly what you should expect, what we expect, so forth and so forth, before you invest your money. Other than that, that'll do it. Let's see. That's it, guys. That's it. Any more questions? All right, well, that'll wrap it up. Once again, I want to thank everybody. I'm Fabio Hart. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. You guys have a great day. Again, if you have any questions after this, just leave it in the comment section, or you can shoot me an email. Take care.